Hey, what's up, guys? Your boy Ed from Elite TV. You already know. I've been having a lot of fun playing TrapTrix, and the reason why I've been having a lot of fun playing TrapTrix is just because I feel like it's a little bit of a slower deck, as in because it's playing a lot of traps. That's one, but it's just it requires a little bit of setup. It requires a little bit to get your opponent. I think it's really nice. I think it's really fun. The way that I've been playing it at locals, it's a little bit different from how I want to profile today's deck. Today's deck has really taken a little bit more construction and a little bit more thought process behind to what I've really been playing. But this is definitely the better build. I like this a lot. I think that the deck is so much fun. My girlfriend has been playing it for a while. She's gone, of course, first and second place at multiple tournaments. I almost topped with it the other day. I bubbled out getting 5th place at Omega Gaming. Shout out to Omega Gaming for having the best payout in all of Houston. I'm normally not one to complain about payout because I don't really complain about payout, but I just really like the matter of fact that I got 5th place and I got 25 store credit with 2 OTS packs, which was really, really nice. So shout out to Juan for hosting a great locals. Love the guy to death. But TrapTrix, a lot of fun. It's definitely something that a lot of people should keep their eye out on. And it's a deck that just kind of creeps up on you sometimes, and it's just so good. It's really, really fun. I really don't know what else to say. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I do play the deck a little bit differently from a lot of people. I like the deck a lot. It's very versatile. It just has a lot of different things that it can do. It's kind of like a toolbox deck. Not necessarily fully a toolbox deck, which I really hope it would be, because I feel like if it was toolbox, it would just have such an easy way of going second, and it doesn't really struggle too much, but it does have a little bit more of a hard time than other decks, of course, going second. But starting off, I do have 3 Mantis. I like Mantis a lot. I think that Mantis, just being able to search you out, that extra monster to be able to continue on with your combo, is so nice. The second effect, for the quick effect to bounce the card, hasn't really came up for me just yet, but nevertheless, I think it's a really, really good card. Let me adjust that real quick. There you go. Hopefully that helps. Continuing on, of course, we're going to start off with following by 3 Myrmilio. Myrmilio's so good. One of my favorites. Personally, it's like on my top 2 favorites. I like her a lot. I think she's really good, being able to search you out that trap, of course. But I think that none of these really compare to, of course, Dianera. Dianera is so good. Just being able to special summon a monster on her normal summon, or being able to set a card when she is special summoned. It's so nice. I like it a lot. It really helps you out. It's so good. I really wouldn't play less than 3. I like her a lot. Continuing on with the newer TrapTrix monsters, everybody knows. I like 3 Pudica, and I also like 3 Arachnocampa, but I like calling her Arachnophobia. Because that's kind of what it is. It's really just a phobia. I think it's funny. I like the card a lot. I think it definitely helps. She has a lot of potential sometimes. There was this one matchup where somebody activated a, what was it, Eradicator to destroy your back row, of course, because they call traps. You kind of just chain this, and then your back row gets protected and it doesn't get destroyed anymore. But that's a really good card. It has a lot of different other ways where it can come in handy, but just protecting your back row is the main one. I would play this one right here. I don't really know this one's name as well, Genicilia. It's just a little weird. I bought the Lost Art one. I think it's like a $3 card, almost $4 card, so it was kind of free, being a Lost Art and all. But I like it a lot because it's just really good. Being able to tribute out herself, just set one of the grave ones, and then being able to set one from deck. It's really nice, and it just helps you out so much whenever you're playing a longer game. Mirror matches are kind of weird. I've only had 1 mirror match so far because I don't really play this deck as much, and I just started playing it at locals. But mirror matches are kind of weird, and I feel like she doesn't help out as much. So it's one of those cards that, like, I side out on a mirror match, because setting a hole doesn't really help in a mirror match, because all your TrapTrix monsters or your opponent's ones are going to be unaffected by holes, of course. Continuing on, I play double Fenrir, and it's something that I've been preaching about like for the longest time ever. Of course, one kaiju. I was playing 3 kaijus, but I just feel like the deck got a little tight, man. And one was more than enough. Instead of playing 42, I decided to just play 40, and it was a lot better. Continuing on, we're gonna go ahead and talk about my spells. I don't really play that many spells, but I have Double Garden. I like Garden a lot. I think Garden's really, really good. I wish we had a Rhoda spell or a trap. Something where like you can just activate and then search a monster. That would be a lot better. Call by is really nice. And then Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing came through whenever I played my boy Matthew Counts on the finals at Game Guys. And Double or Nothing is really nice. So Double or Nothing, there you go. You got, I'm playing, of course, the 3 Holotea. I don't expect anybody to play less than 3. I think Holotea is really, really good, and it definitely helps you out a lot, especially whenever you're in like certain tight situations. There is a lot of moments where you can get into like really you can get into a little bit of a pickle, and Holotea just kind of gets you out of them by activating and then activating Sarah, and then Sarah special summoning, and you go Pudaka and Pudaka banish. You know, that's really nice. Or you can go Murmillo special and then pop like a field spell, continuous, whatever it is, right? Continuing on, I'm only playing 1 bottomless. One of them is just more than enough. Though Grave Diggers, I like Grave Diggers a lot. I would have played 3 of them, but I feel like I've been playing this deck for like, what, 2 tournaments now, which isn't a lot. But I've realized that not all monster effects activate in hand, grave, or banish zones. So sometimes those on-field effects are kind of tough, you know, especially if you just open up a bunch of those. Continuing on, of course, you have Double Terrifying. I like Terrifying a lot. I think it's really nice. It's a good way to get rid of really big beaters that you're normally not able to get rid of if your opponent at least special summons something on their turn or your turn. Floodgate just being like the Book of Moon for the deck is really nice. And then Nightmare. So super nice. I think that my lineup of TrapTrix or traps is very standard, very straightforward. It's not something super tricky or something difficult. I just feel like it's very standard. I feel like I would want to play 2 of those bottomless, but for now I'm just playing 1. Continuing on, Triple Evenly and then Triple Imperm. Shout out to my boy Jason Hansen for coming in with the TrapTrix stuff that are German. So whatever you see in here, which is mostly like the extra deck, like the main deck monsters, I mean, and then like these are all German. So shout outs to him because those are really nice and I like them a lot. But I think that being able to play evenly in the main deck is good because you can always discard it if you went first with Holotea, or if you just so happen to go second, you can easily break an opponent's board, so it's not something too difficult. That's my main deck. I hope you guys like that one. The main deck is a little different from what a lot of people are playing right now. I don't think it's like super over the top. I like it a lot. The one thing is that I'm also not playing Zeus in my extra deck. A lot of people are kind of like trying to wrap their head around not Zeus in the main deck, but I mean, like, I don't really need it. I don't think it's necessary. There's just so many other things in this deck that can allow you and help you to be able to play a good go second without Zeus. Triple Sarah. Sarah's really nice. Sarah is, I think Sarah is like the necessary card that you're gonna want to keep if you get even lead. So like you keep Sarah, you get rid of like your Reflation on your back row, whatever you have going on. And Sarah's gonna get you there because evenly activates, you special monsters, monster effect special activates, then you set a card, and then you have follow-up for like the next turn or something. Sarah's just really nice. Continuing on, I play 1 Cularia. I like her a lot because she's allowing you to basically special summon Arachnophobia back from the graveyard, and then kind of keep that going to where you have like stronger monsters on field, and then you get some of the monsters that you might want to have in the graveyard. Maybe like Pudica to the graveyard, because like if you have a Pudica and Arachnocampa on the field, you can link those away, make this one. You have Arachnocampa back on field on the end phase from her effect, and then Pudica can stay in grave, so whenever you want to banish the trap card and you special summon back Pudica and then banish something on their side of the field, that helps a lot. Continuing on, Oedipus is really cool. I like her a lot. I don't really have much to say. It's just a very generic card that you can only make, like, not generic like it's like everybody can make it, but it's just like TrapTrix generic. Like, you could just always make it. Like, it's super accessible. It's always going to be there. It's not hard to get to this. Continuing on, for the last link monster I play, of course, Asa. It's good because you can always link into her and then take like your opponent's Fenrir or something, and then with their Fenrir you get your Fenrir, and then you can just do what you need to do, man. There's just so much, like, there's just so much you can do with this deck. It's really nice. I like it a lot. Breaking is kind of a problem sometimes because sometimes you end up having too many traps, not enough monsters, or too many monsters, not enough traps, which is kind of weird because I try to make sure that I have a baseline to where I can have like almost the same amount on both sides. Like you guys saw, I'm only playing 4 spells, which divides my monsters and my traps almost evenly. So it's just like, it's crazy enough to see that I'm playing 40 minus the 4 spells. That puts me at 36 cards. That means that I have like 18 and 18 on each side, and it still doesn't seem to be enough. So it's kind of crazy. Like, the breaking it's kind of a thing. I don't think it's as much of a thing sometimes with like other decks. Like, I remember like Virtual World just being the biggest brick in the world. But TrapTrix, Rafflesia, a 2-of, TrapTrix, Ping, I think that's what most of us are calling it, Ping, 2-of as well, and then Aloe. Aloe is nice. I like Aloe. It's just not as much as I like Ping. I think Ping is really cool. I like it a lot. The artwork's kind of weeby, but I think it's really cool. Continuing on, Redoer and Cowboy. I'm not fucking losing to anybody in time. Cowboy is a card. If I have 3 minutes left, we're finished sighting, I'm going first, going through my freaking combo, taking my time. I'm not slow playing, but I will be making Cowboy, and I make sure that I'm gonna win in time, because I hate playing somebody, like, if it's happened to me a lot to where they just take their sweet time and then they'll just slow playing. Like, slow playing is different from taking your time, but taking your sweet time and slow playing is different. Crazy. And then I do play Double or Nothing, so you guys know that Utopia Double and Utopia, it has to be in here. Shout out to all the people who don't know or always forget the Pudica is a you can, and they think that it's mandatory. It's not mandatory. Shout out to you for being a scrub. So you have to remember to bring back something on standby. If you forget, I'm not going back. I'm not allowing it to happen. It's on standby. You can bring back. It's not mandatory. You can. If you don't bring something back, if it doesn't happen, if you forgot, we're in main phase. Hey, when does this come back? I told you it came back on standby phase and you didn't bring anything back. You're donezo. You're gonzo. There's nothing coming back on your side of the field, big boy. But this deck is that's actually one of the biggest reasons to why I wanted to play this deck, because of this effect. I just really want to upset people. I think it's fun. I think it's funny, and I like it a lot. Tell me what you guys think about my deck. I think my deck is not perfect, but it's definitely a almost super average deck. Apart from like this and this, a lot of people aren't really playing that. I know a lot of people aren't playing like 3 Dianera. But I like this deck a lot. Shout out to my girlfriend because she's been doing a lot. She's been doing really, really well with this deck. Like I said, she's gotten first and second a couple of times already. She's definitely been topping more than just that. The deck is fun. I kind of got like the basis of what I wanted to play and how I wanted to play it off of her. But I think my traps are almost similar, if not completely alike. But the lineup of my deck is very, very close to hers. I let her borrow some Fenrirs, so shout out to me for letting her borrow Fenrirs, because if not, she wouldn't have gotten a couple of her matches, because Fenrir comes in clutch. Shout out to me for that. I love Fenrir. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I have a Dark Magician deck profile that I will be releasing soon, so hopefully you guys can catch that soon on my channel. But see you guys then. Bye. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Don't forget to check out Dank Rituals. Their link will be down in the description. Also, you guys should definitely join my Facebook group. I have a lot of really cool updates and a lot of really good information that you guys might want to keep up with about giveaways and whatnot on there. Also, please guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I would like for you guys to turn on that bell notification as well. I would like to grow my percentage of subbed and not subbed from 20% higher. I would really appreciate that. And don't forget to like, comment, share. You already know, guys. Appreciate y'all very much, and I'll see y'all in the next video.